Ganda Kabisa in your heart. How are we? How's things going, guys? What have we been up to today? Well, what have I been up to? I got a new haircut. Thought I'd get it all cut back, which makes it a lot easier to look after. And Arlene got a cut. Hey, Tom Simpson, ¿cómo está? Maganda gabi sa inyo lahat. Been a beautiful day today. Been very good. I am good. Thank you. Bit tired, which is all good, I suppose. What have I been up to? I took got up, took Arlene to work, come home, went back to bed for a little while, got up about, I think, just after 9, got mum some breakfast, then we, oh, my, tech superannuation guy came today, which was good. Got that all sorted out. I'll just turn this other phone off. It's very distraction. I want to Melbourne Airport Lookout. Oh, you went to Melbourne Airport Lookout. Wow, that's great. Pretty good up there. I haven't been up there for ages. I've been wondering whether you can actually get into Melbourne Airport with the COVID situation. So I haven't been up there. I'd love to do a video through there, especially now. But I think you have to apply for permission to do a video through there. It's not like the Philippines where you can just vlog just for the sake of vlogging. It makes it a lot easier if you ask first before you do your vlog. There's something that been bothering me all day today. I'll get to it in a sec. I'm just trying to think out what it is. Basically, I think you need to check out with it's still closed. Domestic is okay. No problems there, Tom. Thank you. The only thing I've been wondering, what you said a couple of days back about the card for filling out when you get into the Philippines. I'm wondering if that's just the Philippines or Australia, because you need to declare everything when you're coming into this country. So you need to fill out that form. So I don't think the airlines are going to fully get rid of that at all. A friend of mine was telling me the other day, he said, you got to be kidding. That's one thing that they wouldn't be deleting, because it's something that they use to regulate quarantine and regulate coming into the country. Hey, Lisa Bicio too. How are you? ¿Cómo estás, sweetie? Thank you for coming on. Thank you for coming tonight. Hope Heart Jen's okay. I gave Heart Jen my thing today. It was watch hours I need. 2,678. YouTube, I think I need around about 1,000. Oh, that's what it is at the moment. That's my watch hours at the moment. 2,678. I think I need 1,000. I'm good show for Jan vlog. Thank you. I think I need 4 watch hours. So I need to step it up. I need to do more lives. So I need to do it so Monday to Friday, I suppose. Do not know. They said they are in 9 years, Australian government. Yeah, I know. That I don't think will happen because both countries use it all the time, Tom. I don't think it's one of those things that, yes, we need to speed it up. Yeah, I think it's around about, like I said to you today, or yesterday it might have been. It's around 2,678 at the moment, and I think I need around about 1,400 to get over the line. So in watch hours, which is good. Thanks for the likes, guys. I really do appreciate it. If there's any, I just don't think that what I'm talking about, Shafi Jan and Alicia, is the little card that you get on the airlines when you're flying international. And Tom brought it up to me the other day. They were saying something on Nine News here in Australia that they were going to delete that little card you have to fill out, which is for declaring. It's what they call a declaration card. And I just don't think the airline will do away with that because it falls under customs, and unless customs are going to do a new system where when you come in, they will check everything. They will check your luggage because I think there's a lot of people coming unstuck where they don't declare it. And good morning, Tom. Where, if they do declare something, they're not declaring the other stuff. So I think I think customs will keep that in effect because that's part of a customs declaration that you're declaring things such as whiskey, a big bottle of scotch, or a big bottle of Tenderley rum, or food types. I did get told you can bring something in, but as long as it's sealed. So if you've got a bag of lollies that you've brought in from the Philippines and you haven't opened them and you declare it, they will let it go through. But if it's open and you're walking in and you didn't declare it, well, then they will take them off you and throw them away. That's basically that. Four in the house, 3 likes. Thank you. Much appreciated, guys. But, it's great to see Alicia, BCO, and shelf again here in the house. Big shout out to Philippines on Demand, Philippines for Us, Ruthie and Arthur's Adventures, Tom and Ruth's Philippine Adventures. Big shout out to Tom Patrick, Tropical Tim in the Philippines. Big shout out to Terrence and Beth, a foreigner in the Philippines. Big shout out to Lester and Chatmain and baby Caitlin. Big shout out to a foreigner farming in the Philippines, Brian Marisol and baby Charlie. Big shout out also to Texas Filipino Mel and James down there in Iloilo. How you going, guys? I haven't checked out videos yet, but I will do after before I go to bed. There's a couple I know that you got up. I've been a little bit busy these last 2 days. Also, big shout out to Brett Glasgow, Joe and Jenny Journey. Big shout out to Al Mindoro Journey. Shooting Star MS. Big shout out to also Flexi Girl JB. Avery's World. RS Chavez. Big shout out to Tina Rolig. Big shout out to Mike and May. Also, a very big shout out to John and Maria down in Mindanao. Big shout out to Scoot B. Big shout out to John and Roma, or Roma and John. Big shout out to Christopher Beecham. I hope you're doing okay, mate. I know it's not good. Just hang in there, brother. Get well. Big shout out to Nico's Experience and Malou Martin. Big shout out also to Frank Love. Big shout out to NJ the Flipper, and big shout out to all my dear subscribers. Big shout out to Mugs It's Organic, and big shout out to Mary Chris Urbina. I haven't forgotten you, darling. Big shout out to Exotic Pinay, Vicky. Big shout out to Angel Daughter, Vicky. Big shout out to her too. Big shout out to Judy Fisher, Jay and Luann Journey, Jay's Journey. Big shout out to Panola Hoy, and big shout out to American Couple, and big shout out to Mum and Daughter. Big shout out to Kevin Nash's Kitchen, Lagaya Abrides. Big shout out to Sir J, Mars Bankard, Terrier Kubra. Manila to Cebu, very cheap flights. I haven't checked them out yet. I know that what's going to happen, Tom, will be, are the air flights going to go up? Well, that's something that we will have to wait and see on. Do I reckon air flight will go up? Do I reckon travelling to the Philippines will go up? Like for me and Arlene and baby CJ, it will probably cost us around about $3,000 to fly to the Philippines next year, because I can see what President Duterte's going to do. Yeah, well, he says he's going to open up in October, but don't take my word. All like as I said on last night's live stream, everything that's coming out of the Philippines you must check through Philippine embassy. Also, you need to make sure that it is correct. So before you can book your flights to go over, check with the Philippine embassy first. Check with your own embassies as well, because flights could be restricted in some countries. I know they're pushing towards October to open up to international flights. I think, and as a lot of people are thinking here, that it should open pretty well much straight away. But until we all get the vaccination, it's a question mark. Hello, Kevin and Gemma. Thank you. Oh, you lucky duck. How's Gemma going, mate? I hope everything's good there. I hope Joe and Jeannie, I hope Jeannie's good back there too as well in Mindoro. Big shout out also to a good friend of mine. I've been following his channel ever since it started. My PI Dream, James and Ness Tanner. Wishing you both all the best. She's going well, so back working again. Oh, good, good. That's good to hear. That is really good to hear. Thanks, Kev. We'll have to catch up again too soon. I've been pretty busy with CJ going to kinder. These past couple of days. I should be trying to make my phone calls in between time he's at kinder and while I'm at home. But it's one of those. Oh, it's time to eat. Tom Simpson, good boy. You go and have your supper. But as I said, PC and cell phone is on the background, so Scott. Thank you, Chauffeur Jen. Much appreciated, darling. She's helping, Chauffeur Jen's helping me out, which is great. As I said, need to get my watch hours up. I need about 1,400 watch hours to go, which will be good. My watch hours at the moment are sitting at 2,678. So if everybody can help me, I would be very much appreciated. Big shout out to check out the Rileys, Mercy and Bill. Great to see you guys. Big shout out to the Aussie and the Filipina, Steve and Jenny over there in Perth, been checking flights with Philippine Airlines. Okay, October wishful thinking around 800 return. Oh, that's not bad. That's pretty good. Yeah, well, we like the Irish. That's great. Wishful thinking around 800 in return. That's not bad. As I was saying, I don't know. I don't think the airlines really can afford to scare people off at the moment because of the way things are. I think they'll start off low airfares for a while until they get off the ground. Really, when you look at it, Kevin and Gemma, that is a good price. And to me, for two people, that's really good. 900 for three, I can understand. That's pretty good too as well. That's awesome, you know. But if they kept it around about that figure in flying, as long as fuel, I think the airlines, especially Qantas, base all their airfares on fuel prices, which is not really good. It's not sufficient. And if you look at it this way, man, if the airlines don't get up, well, the fuel companies don't get their prices for their fuel. Go to the airline direct and check their price. Exactly, Kevin. Go and find out via the airlines and make sure that the prices are right before you travel. You know, it doesn't really bother me either way, but you know, it pays for those that are trying to get a discount. And to me, I reckon that's a good price to go to fly over. And I think for three people, that is even excellent price. That's great. You know, I think that gone are the days where the fuel, where the prices of the airlines go up. I think the airlines really cannot afford to blow out their ticketing prices just to make money on flying. That's big. See, I thought, and then you brought that up too, Kevin. I thought, well, between like when they were going up, like uh, year before last, or when we went over, it cost us nearly $3,000 to fly to the Philippines last time. So we did a bit of checking around, and I think Philippine Airlines had us at 2,900, and I thought that was pretty reasonable. But for a discount airline, for like say Jetstar or Cebu Pacific, that is great price. That is a good price to fly to the Philippines and that. I was surprised Zest Air in the Philippines weren't going to do international flights, but I don't think they got the aircraft. I think they pretty well much stay around the Philippines. Do you tour around Australia? Not at the moment, Tom. Not at the moment. If we were to go, we'd probably go to Perth. Oh, that's all right. That's a good price. 550. That's good. That's a good price. That's excellent. And I think that's good if you're single going over. 600, I think, for like me and Arlene and CJ, because he would be in, oh, with Philippines. Oh, that's not bad. That's great. That's excellent. Um, I reckon that's a good price. Uh, I don't know how much the Americans would pay to fly from America to there. I remember the days when Philippine Airlines used to offer free domestic flight with every. Oh, okay. How are you, Maluz? How's it going, buddy? Thanks for coming in again. I've got to stop putting my finger over the thing. It comes over the. Um, when I watch the video back and. But when you're trying to get the thing up, the notifications for your checking, I suppose you should just go down there and go there. Yeah. Good. I'm good too, Maluz. Um, but Kevin's pretty well much hit it on the nail. G'day to everyone in the chat. um, you know, Kevin's pretty. I th- I think a fair price is around about 500 to about 7. I think that's a fair price. Like if there's 3 of you. You too, mate. You have a good night, and we'll catch up soon again. No drama, mate. We'll have a little bit of a chat. Might do tomorrow after it's a bit early that hour of the morning. Might be late. I'll see what happens. But I'll give you a ring sometime tomorrow. Um, I just think what Kev brought up with the price of airfare is pretty good. No worries, mate. I will be, and I'll catch up. I'll give you a ring tomorrow sometime. I think the prices of flying over, and Kevin hit the nail on the hammer. I don't think that the airlines can afford to boost up back up to the good old days of the 3 grand mark. I think they will be kept in tow, but I think the airlines gauge on how much diesel lean is flying over to fill up planes and stuff, and that's what will hurt them. But so the Air 380A will cut fuel costs in the long run, and the planes will be like the 380s are small. It's a fairly decent sized plane, but it's it only carries a certain amount of passengers, which is good, and they will try and keep the prices down as much as they can, which will be good. So hopefully next year we'll be looking at flying out of here on probably close to 900 for a family. Me personally, I think they should, if you're flying, you should be put under a family type thing. But if you're single, well, you should only have to pay what a single, because there's only one in you. But if you're a couple without kids, I think so. A single should be around about 500. Couple should be around about say 6, and a family should be around about 700 in price of airfare. That's how I would do it if I was an airline. If I was in CEO chief of the airline, that's how I would do it. And you would keep that price that so people can afford it. You want people to fly. You want people to go everywhere. But at the moment, for the time being, I think what will happen is once everyone has had their vaccines, they will start opening up the airlines to international travel and vice versa. But at the moment, I think, Europe and England and the UK is a question mark. America is a big question mark at the moment. The way things are happening over there, I would probably stay, no offense to the Americans, but I would probably stay well clear of that until everything calms down there in America. I just heard today that Thailand is offering 7-day quarantine period. Providing you have COVID vaccine. within 3 months. If the vax are more than 3 months old, you're not eligible. Oh, sorry guys. Vax more than 3 months old, you're not eligible. That's new. But that's to Thailand, yeah? Yeah, well, that's when you're looking at Maluz, that's probably fair enough. You know, you want to make sure that you've had your vaccines, you've got your pass by your doctor that you can fly. I think it depends on when you're flying, no? But if you've had the vaccinations, if Thailand's going to play hardball like that, well, you would start thinking about whether you will go to Thailand, and that will crucify them. I don't think, and I don't know whether you're thinking the same as me, but if they're thinking that way, you would be thinking, I think I'd rather go to the Philippines than go to Thailand. Yeah. There's no restrictions in the Philippines, only that, once you have your vaccination and you have your medical certificate and the doctors put it in your passport, there shouldn't be an issue, you know. Um, it makes more sense that way. I think was I personally, if it was me, I wouldn't be. But then again, on I'm just more Philippine bound than want to get home there to see family. I'm not interested in going to Thailand as much as it would be nice to go and see the sights over there in Thailand and Bangkok and all that. Um, it would be good. So you sort of got to choose which one you would like to go to if you were going overseas. So I would probably um, choose going to back home to the Philippines to see my family and that. So I have no aspirations of going anywhere else at the moment. The way things are, I would just head straight to the Philippines and go and see our family. Yeah, to each their own too. Depends on what you want to do. So it makes it a lot easier. As I said, no offense to America, but it's one country I would be staying well clear of at the moment. Yeah, exactly, Tom. Um, you will, as I said, you will have to get clearance from when you go, like our medical center up here has just told us whether the COVID cases in the Philippines is unknown. It is at the moment, but the Philippines and Australia should get their heads together because it would make more sense for Australia to help the Philippines more and do more for the Philippines. Um, in my personal opinion, I think Australia and the Philippines, there's more Filipinos coming out here than Filipinos coming out to Australia to live because it's a far better country. And when you look at it, you can walk the streets free. You can enjoy life a lot more here than what you could in, everyone. I'm not saying America's a bad country. I'm just saying you sort of a bit hesitant on, and you have to have tours booked so you can go and see places in America. Um, Relatively, I might, there might be a lot of people that I might peeve off of that, but when you've got a country that has the right to bear arms and you don't know Tom from Dick and Harry, that who's toting what, and just it's one of those things. Um, you can walk around here with no dramas in this country, and you can work here, and the money here is good. I hear tonight, the Australian dollar is doing really, is going to get back up again because the American dollar is going down, and that's not good because their economy is a bit shaky. Yet Australia's economy is starting to grow again, which is great, which will make it a lot easier for people to come out and visit this vast country when it up and runs. And like as I said, there's a lot of Filipinos and Filipinos coming out here to work and coming out to visit, um, which is making this country grow a little bit better. And the tourism will pick up eventually. Things are going to pick up. Things will pick up. It has to. It's got no choice. Things will pick up. Yeah, but as I said, the other thing is, Mellows, tourism needs to pick up in this country. We need, and there's been calls to Dan Andrews to open up the border to let people fly in, and for long people have got vaccines and had their vaccines, it'll make it a lot easier. Whether you agree with me, and I think that's just my opinion. And I just think that we will, I think Australia and the Philippines are pretty got a good bond now, with no dramas. We have a really good friendship with the Philippines. Um, Probably like every other country. But I know it's just great to go and get away and enjoy your time away. Problem is, we don't know how long this will end, the COVID-19 cases. No, we don't. You're right there, Tom. You're right. Yeah. It is going to be a testing time for us, whether we like it or not. It's going to be a testing time. We nobody. If I was to say at the start of last year that we were going to be in this mess, no one would have believed me. But unfortunately, we're in it, and you know how things pick up from now is great. Knowing in the house and 5 likes. Thanks, guys. Thank you very much. Much appreciate it. Um, you just have got to base that things will pick up. You got to basically, like, ever since this started, I've been doing just getting up in the morning, mow the lawns, do the edges. Not every day, but every fortnight. But there's other things I've been doing, cleaning the house, keeping busy, forgetting this is around, which makes more sense. Is just keep busy, just forget about what's going on. You hear it enough on the news, it gets plastered, And it doesn't matter how much you like that, it's just one of those things. We just got to get up every morning, be thankful that those that haven't had it and those that have been doing like I've done is getting up, doing things around the house, going shopping, wearing face masks, making sure my hands are clean. It's good, mate. It's good. It's good. It's doing okay. As I was just saying to Chauffeur Jen, my watch hours at the moment are 2,678. I need around about 1,400 watch hours to get Adrian, and we'll get it. We'll get it over the line. It'll take a little while, but I'll be doing lives for a while. So, yeah. How's your family? I hope they're all well over there. But as I was saying, to forget about things like what's going on. You just got to get up, just ignore it's there. You know it's there because you hear it on the news every day. So you need to just sit back, relax, close your eyes, think about what you're going to do, where you're going. Um, think about what you're going to do when you get to the Philippines or Thailand or Vietnam if you're going on holidays. Um, it's just one of those things you got to do. My premieres are going good. My videos are doing well. I'm pretty happy. I'm enjoying it. I still enjoy doing what I do. I love doing what I do. And there's, as I say, there's no ranting on my live stream. If I do have a rant, it's only a very slight one, but it's not a bad one. But I'm trying to stay away from them because it's family friendly and there's no political stuff here. We just enjoy a chat and if you got some input, gratefully acknowledge and gratefully would like to, if you got some issues you want to bring up, like I said, with airfares, flights, check with the airlines, find out how much the flights are, check with your government first for immigration, for flying, what you need. And as I said, with vaccines, it will go into your passport. CJ's doing okay. He had a haircut today, like his old man. Not as short as this, but he had a haircut, and so did Mummy, which is good. Just keep it nice and tidy for her work, which is great. But if you, as I said, and I know I go over it again, check with the airlines, check with the embassy first, Philippine or the Australian embassy. Check with the airlines and find out when we are going to be able to out of here. Keep up to date with the embassy, keep up to date with thing. You can also, if you're here in Australia and you're flying to the Philippines or Thailand all the other embassies always check, always make sure, find out what's going on, what's happening, what are the law changes and stuff like that. So, then you don't have issues when you're going over. But that's the basics. Also, make sure that you know when you go to the doctors and they ask you, are you going to be flying out anytime soon or that? If once you've had the vaccine, and don't take my word for this, but once you had the vaccine, and this is just my opinion, guys, once you had the vaccine, it will stay in the system pretty well much, killing whatever's there. Uh, but if you're flying out, the doctor will have it stamped in your passport. So, or he'll write a thing, or you'll have to go to the Australian Embassy or the American Embassy, etc., Philippine Embassy, and it will be put into your passport. So when you fly out, you go through customs, it'll be there that you've had it and your wife's had it. So it'll go in her part. Hello, sister. ¿Cómo está? Casper? I am fine, darling. Yourself? The most busy airport in Australia is Sydney. Yeah, that's fair enough. I will go along with that. I thought Melbourne was. um, but, it is imperative that you check these things out. But as I said, don't let me do all the talking. Ask me some things. I'll try and answer them the best way we can, and give you my opinion what you should do and what you shouldn't do. But basically, as I said, the embassy's probably better to find out information on what's happening with visas, belly blind visas, with your passport. As I say, if you're going overseas, it'll be put in your passport, your vaccine, so that you've had it, and your wife and your kids. So they will be, when you get to the other end and you're going through customs, they'll check and they'll go, okay, stamp, bang, you're right, you're pretty well much okay. So, those things are helpful tips. But if I'm looking forward to heading out. I really am. I need a holiday, and not a holiday from my mum. I just need a holiday from this country. I need to get out and get away, or else we'll just go crazy. Just joking. But it's great. It's great to get away. It's great to have time to relax and unwind and have fun and be with family and enjoy what we do over there. And I know it sounds like my voice is a bit raspy, don't it? I think I need to get a drink. All right, guys, time to go get something to drink, something to eat. We'll be back here in a minute. And if you need to go to that little boy or little girl's room, do it now, because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a break for 5 minutes. I'm going to be back. Okay? So I've got to get some water. My throat's dry. Back soon. So did you miss me? Because I missed you guys. But we all have enjoyable times, and it's great to be able to get away from here. And how's Perth, by the way, Adrian? Um, you know, Hart Gasper, how's the Philippines? What's happening in your area? Hey, Scoot B! Say hello to everybody. Christopher Beecham's not in the house tonight. He's not feeling too good, and which is, I feel, I hope he gets well. His heart's not the best, but he's plodding along. He's still here. He's doing okay. I haven't buried him yet. But no, he's a good bloke. He's a fun person, Christopher Beecham, and him and Scoot get on really well, and they give me a good roasting all the time, and we have fun, which is great to see. It's what life's all about, enjoying each other's company and, just chilling out and shooting the breeze. So, that's my favourite bogan. I'm good. I'm good, mate. And yourself? Your good self? How's Bajoy? Drinking water. I'm going to try and get my sugar levels down too. Diabetes isn't fun, guys. You pay the cost. Or do you prefer bludger? Can't be bludger. I'm still working. Look after mum and I look after CJ. What a cushy job I've got. As much as my wife hates it. Oops, just put that one over. But yeah, it's great. It's great, mate. I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. And CJ goes to kinder, and he went Monday, he went Tuesday, and he had he went Tuesday. So he went Tuesday because Monday was public holiday here, and he goes Friday. So and today I put the video up. So that's a new one. Cebu Pacific land on time. Well, compared to Philippine Airlines, Airlines land on time. It just takes them a while to get off. Yeah. Well, I think there's a reason for that. Uh, it's they're pretty much on time, just that they take a little bit more time when it comes to flying out, Tom. Here and pretty well much over there too as well. And I think they fly on their own on Philippine time, which is 2 hours behind ours when we're not in daylight savings, and 3 hours when we're in daylight savings. So they're basically on their own flight plan. I when we left here last time, I think it was we were supposed to be at the airport 2 hours or 4 hours before our, or 3 hours before our flight. Yeah, I am a little bit of a hoon. um, Flying out, we were at the airport 3 hours before our flight. Well, they say 4 hours you're supposed to be out. Oh, okay. And we left here early. I think one morning we flew out. We were supposed to fly out at 8 o'clock. So we left here at 7 to be, 6 to be at the airport by 7. It only takes 20 minutes up to Melbourne Airport from here. And we got on the plane. We got at the airport, sorry. And one more hour till I'm out of here and able to get a few stubbies. All right, mate, no drama. She's cool. Yeah, so we left here like 6 to be at the airport by 6:30. Check in, do all that, and check-in time wasn't until 8 o'clock, would you believe? And by the time we went down to the terminal, we didn't fly out till 10. So, but that's the way it is with Philippine Airlines. That's their schedule. You can't, begrudge what they do. That's the thing, which pretty well much suits us. But when I first went out in 2010, I was supposed to be at the airport. Got there. I left here at 6. Got there at 6:30. Went through waiting at the desk because they didn't open the desk until 8. And then got checked in and went straight to the terminal through customs, straight to the terminal. Plane flew out at 10 o'clock. We got into Manila about 6:30 because there was an air traffic controller strike back then. So, you can't, everybody's got to fall in line with what happens, whether you like it or not. These things crop up. So, we need to be a bit more patient and enjoy what we do and have fun and just relax. When you go to the terminal, what can you do? You go and get a drink, go and get a pie and or go and get McDonald's, KFC, whatever's there. Easy cheesy. How you going, darling? Thank you. Much appreciated. Thanks for being here. But, when you go to the airport, you can kick back and relax. Once you, like, I am really bad. I really am. I'm always in a hurry. Like, I'm from Manhattan. I was packed 2 months before I was flying out. And mates and friends said, "Oh, we'll come to your place." I said, "No, no, 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 you stay there. We'll go down the pub." Because I didn't want anyone coming while I was flying out. But mate, come and celebrate. I was like, "Yeah, mate, we will. We'll go up the pub." And so we used to go up the pub. I wouldn't let him in the front door because I didn't want to risk anything when I'm going flying out. It's bad enough when you say border security and stuff like that. So you sort of, when you're watching border security and you frighten the people going to shit in your bag that you don't want to take over. I had a friend come up to me and say, "Can you take this over?" And I said, "Mate, what's in it?" And he goes, "Nothing's in it." I said, "No, what's in it?" for me if I take that over. And he says, nothing. I said, you know what's in it? And he goes, what? I said, jail time if I get caught. Not that all my friends are like that, but you just don't know. They could be giving you something that you can't get through customs, that might not go through customs when you get there. So you've got to be careful. And I used to say to my friends, I'll meet you at the pub. We'll have a few drinks at the pub before we, the night or 2 days, I'll plan it about 2 weeks or 2 days before, and we'd go and sit at the pub and have a few beers. But I wouldn't let them come here because I was always too frightened shit would get put in my bag, and I didn't know. Even though my bags are pretty well much locked up before we go anyway. But I just wanted to be careful, and there's nothing wrong with that. Who packs our bags? Arlene packs my bags. Does she put anything in it? No. She packs what we take away. That's it. That's all. Anything that we need that's like clothes and stuff, we'll pack in our bulk buying box and send them over 3 months beforehand. That's the way to go. If you want things to take over, but usually with Arlene, it's Han, I forgot to pack this. Seriously, we had the box here 3 months before. You forget to pack it away. Oh, but we had to pack the other stuff. But, so just let it go and just put what. Me, I will be travelling light this trip. I will put most of my clothes that I will need in the bag, such as shorts, bathers, t-shirts. Not that I've got to buy new t-shirts. My t-shirt wardrobe is got some new ones, but there's other printed t-shirts I like. Just slowly liking. Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with that, Tom. There's nothing wrong with that. That's good. Thanks for the likes, guys. But I always, before I met Arlene, was always 2 months packed before I flew out. This is when I first met Arlene. When we were talking that in from January down to July when I was going over, and I knew I was going over to meet her, I was packed 2 months before I flew out. I was organised. I had everything in my bag. I had all my passport, everything just in the bag. Not locked up, just in the bag, just sitting there ready to go 2 months before. And I used to get a month before I flew out, I used to open, pretty excessive, hey? I'd open up my bag, I'd put my passports on the desk in my bedroom where I could see them, away from my clothes. And I would then go through and check that everything was there. Camera and all that. GoPro, which I charged up yesterday, it's back in the bag, but I guarantee it'll be down a little bit in charge. But the GoPro was put in my, carry bag over my shoulder to walk through the airport, which I've got to buy a new one because my old one's gone. It's had bitten the dust, so to speak. So I got to buy a new carry bag for me back to carry stuff over. Um, and you know, when I got there, it was all packed. It was all right, and I travel light. I always travel light. Just carry one bag. Oh, that's great. You know, it is. I find it better to now when we go over. I'll put everything in the belly wine box before we go over. We got one belly wine box there ready, and we got one out in the garage. So we will pretty well much put clothes that we need to take over in that I'm not going to wear here. Uh, I usually wear the Farmer Brown shirts going to the airport because sometimes it can be, you don't know, it could be a cold day. And they're pretty warm. They're like, what do you call them? Cotton shirts. And they are great, They are warm. They keep you warm, those Farmer Brown, what we call Farmer Brown shirts. So, it makes it a lot easier to wear them when you're flying, and pair of socks. And what do I wear to the airport? I wear shoes, runners. I got to buy a new pair of runners. I got to buy some new clothes this year. I have to fork out and buy a new wardrobe. I got to buy new t-shirts. I have a drawer of this Philippine t-shirts. Mind you, they probably don't fit me now because I've probably grown a bit big in the chest and the body now, and they're probably I've there's one I used to wear all the time, and it's like CJ can wear it now, you know. Um, but I keep all my Philippine t-shirts in one drawer on their own, and they don't get touched. I leave them there, but it's good. It's good, you know. I take one pair. What do I take over there? I take one pair, probably two pairs of socks, pair of runners. I got to buy a new pair of thongs. Not the thongs, what we call Chinooks. Um, the other ones, because if I buy the Chinooks, I get rubbing in between the toes when I'm over there, especially when you walk in the water. Sometimes they expand or they shrink or they rub. Manila Airport, very busy all the time. Yes, it is. It is, Tom Simpson. Manila Airport is busy constantly, which is great. It's good to see. And I I think because we get off at the other part, at Noi Noi, and it's really good. It's a nice airport. I like it. And when you come out, it's great. As soon as we get out of the plane, walking, whew, does that heat hit you? Um, I had a Farmer Brown t-shirt on. I had jeans. I had to change, yeah. And it's I changed because I took my travel bag. It was a lot easier to take off and put into that, and just fold it up and put in the bag, and then go outside and go up to customs. I used to just walk through Manila Airport, grab my bags after I've been through customs, check them in, and then put them back on the plane, and then go upstairs, and then go through customs again. Uh, am I going to wear jeans over there? I'll probably take one pair of jeans. That's another thing I got to buy. New pair of jeans. Um, Probably two pairs of jeans I'll buy. Um, T-shirts. Probably buy four T-shirts, two pairs of jeans to take over, shorts to take it over. Jeans, you just sort of, because we don't go to nightclubs and stuff like that. You're allowed to wear jeans in the Philippines for nightclubs, uh, which is great. Um, but nightclubs here, you wear slacks and a shirt and a jacket and a tie or something. Uh, Not all the time, I suppose, but sometimes it depends on what nightclub you're going to. So, it's great. But that's what I pretty well much pack. Just two pairs of jeans, four t-shirts, yeah, underwear, and socks. Probably two pair. I think I left two pair over there. Pair of Chinooks, which are thongs. And you have fun when you get there. You just relax your mind when you get to the airport, which is good because once you walk through customs, it's sort of daunting sometimes, but you think, oh, this is okay, no problems. You get through customs this side and without a problem. You watch your bag go through, make sure it's locked, make sure you just put your cameras in your back that you're having over your shoulder. Yeah, there are some lovely places in the Philippines. The Philippines is just awesome. I love it. I love it so much. I love it more than I love my own country, actually. But that's saying a lot. But Australia's good too. Australia's a good country. But things you need and you pack. Don't take food. Oh, when you're coming back from there, don't bring food over. Don't bring food back, dried fish, anything like that. Because it's not allowed to come through customs this side. It makes it very hard on you when you're going through customs. You can bring in a bottle of Tenderley, 375 ml. I put mine in a pair of socks so it didn't get broken in a luggage thing, in the baggage when you're coming through cargo. But I had to open the bag because they wanted to know what was in it. I showed them and they said, "What is it?" I said, 375 ml. Well, anything higher than that, they won't allow in. It's good. It's good. It is a beautiful country. Australia's a beautiful country, but I love the Philippines better. And maybe got it. I got it bad for the Philippines. I've got it bad, but I love it. Philippines are the most beautiful country. The Filipinos always have respect for my. I always say hello, even if it's someone I don't know. My wife says, "Do you know him?" Nah. What the heck? I just said hello. How you going? And then they go, "Hey, Joe." I go, "Well, I'm not Joe. I'm Scott." You crack them up. But, because some I'm going to start wearing t-shirts with Australia on them. I really am. That'll confuse them. No, what? Um, but, you always get "Hi Joe," and I always say, "Hey, but I'm not an American. I'm an Australian." Oh, okay, okay, no one. And I have fun with people, and I enjoy life, and that's the main thing. I'm just friendly to everybody, and I have the utmost respect for the Filipinos and Filipinas in the Philippines. I don't get drunk. I don't go to bars. Um, if I do go to a bar, it's with my family and we have a drink. We have a can of meal. What we call a can of meal here in Australia. I have a meal there and a beer, and I just kick back and I just relax. And that's the most beautiful thing in the world is just to chill out and enjoy your surroundings. I don't, as I've said in past live streams, I don't criticize the Philippine government. What for? It's their rules. I'm a visitor. I always will be a visitor. Even if I live there permanently, I will be always a visitor. So I have to have the utmost respect for the law and everybody in the Philippines and their country. Driving. Do I drive in the Philippines? Well, I'd love to drive more often. I go to what we have here, RACV, and I go and get a driver's license, international driver's license. And that cost me pretty well much like $20. Oh, that's good. That's great. Um, you know, it is easy to get, and I have it, and I just put it in my bag with my passports and or with our passports, sorry. Um, and if I want to drive, I just ask Dad, can we drive? But the only time I drive is like Dad drives out, and we might get to Manganelia, and then I'll get in the car and driver's side, and I'll drive from there all the way around to Simla. And but I take my time. I don't rush. I just sit on the speed limit. You do have to watch the big trucks because they are you sort of oh my god, oh geez, the big things are behind me. Because they are high and they are wide, and they can just about take you out without no with the going past them with a wind chill factor of whatever it is if they're cruising at 100 or 60, just about blow you off the road. But it is. That's the only time I drive is when we're going out of thing, especially if we're going up to so good. I'll probably drive next time when we go over there because I'm going to use. But sometimes when I'm over there, I just want to kick back and let Dad drive and just relax. And there's a lot of beautiful places to go and visit. I'm hoping, and this is a big hope, that Heart Jen, if you're still there, we'll catch up with each other when we're in Cebu and enjoy having fun and probably go over do a day. I've got to go over and see Terence and Beth when I get there. Because I think they got a few things planned, so I will be going over to check out our projects over there. what I do and help Terence and Beth with. And so that I will be putting to one day. Arlene and CJ have been invited over, so that will be good. But we will plan pretty well much that depending on how long we are over there for. But we won't do it pretty well much straight away, guys. But when we get a chance, once I've land, like I won't be doing it once straight away when I land. It'll be probably a couple of days, and I'll contact Terence and Beth, and we'll pop over there and go and see the projects and stay with them for a couple of days, maybe, and just we'll see what happens and do that. I'd like to go around Bahor. We'll probably go down to Panglao um, to see Auntie Rosanna. We'll probably go up to Manila to see Auntie Rosanna, Auntie Thelma and the girls if they're home. But it depends on what they're doing and whether they're home for Christmas and whether we go over at Christmas time. That's the main thing, that's what we sort of have to try and work around when we're there. We've got to work around with people. I'd love to go back over to Comody's Island and check that out again, and hopefully pick a day that's not really hot that we when we go over by boat. So we've got a few things planned. We'll see what happens, and we'll get a few things organised. And there's a lot of beautiful places I want to go and see. I also want to try and catch up with Vicky, Exotic Panay, and see what she's up to and that. So I'm looking forward to catching up with Heart Jan um, and Exotic Panay, Vicky, even though I know she's in Mobile, which is on the other side of Cebu. I'm not sure whether um, what? Okay. Um, we do want to try and catch up with Jay's journey. I know, and I've got a funny feeling he will be going over there. I think maybe next year, depending on how things are going with his travel arrangements. Because they're in Iloilo, and that's one island back from us. So we're looking forward to catching up with them too. So, it'll be great. It'll be fun. And I know Texas Filipinos over there. I'd love to go and have a look at his house. I'd love to go and shake his hand and say, "How you going, mate?" And take him over a couple of presents and, just meet up with them and that. Am I going? Yeah. Thanks, Tom. Um, you know, you always put some gifts. Same with Heart Jan. I'll bring a gift over for you. I'm not going to tell you what it is because that'll spoil the surprise. And the same with you, Lisa BCL. I hope I said that right. We'll pack something and I'll bring it over. And I know Filipinos love chocolate, especially our chocolate. Um, so, and I'll probably do the same with Terence and Beth. We'll put a package together and we'll just put it in the Bellic buying box and send it off. And then when we get over there, we'll have it there for you. So, but when we come over, we'll bring the chocolate over with us from Australia. We won't send it over in the box because It could be like, the box will leave 3 months before us, and uh, you don't want 3 months of chocolate, do you? So, um, I mean out of date chocolate. You don't want that. So we'll get that sorted out, and we'll send that over. We'll send your presents over, and then when we go over, we'll put the chocolates in the bag, and when we get there, when it's time to, I'll give you a text. I got your messenger saying Terence and Beth. I'll text you guys and let you know when we're coming over. Jay, I've got to find out. I've got to talk to Jay soon. And I've got to try and catch up with Texas Filipino and let him know that we're going to come over. We'll probably go and see him and go and have a look at his house. He's got a beautiful house getting built. Well done. Big shout out to you too, brother, James and Mel. And looking forward to doing a little bit of visiting, and we'll probably go down. Hopefully, we can fit it in. Go down to Mindanao and spend a couple of days down there and visit their cousins down there. I would like to go up to Manila and visit. So, we have and go to Calaviti. I'd love to get up to La Union and have a look up there too as well. So that's another, you know, trip in itself. So, looking forward to doing a few visiting tours, catching up. I'd love to pop in and see Tropical Tim in Tondo. Hopefully by then, Auntie Ray will be there and we can go visit. That depends on whether they go back to Palawan to check. And I'd love to, if we do get into Palawan, I'd love to go meet up with uh, Kathy O'Palawan. It's all right, mate. I don't mind. Sometimes there's eight in the house and nine likes, which is okay. I'm pretty happy with that tonight, and I will be posting a for tomorrow night's live stream. You're going to remember too, also, Tom, there are other live streams going. I think Jay Casares, Tony Corolla's probably over there, which is no drama. That's fine. I did say that I would try and get over there tomorrow night, but I've got to try and get my watch hours up. So I'm looking after my channel at the moment, and I will try and get. Oh, look, I might postpone Saturday and Sunday night and go to Chase live streams. I might do a live stream tomorrow during the day. So it depends. It on whether it be an afternoon or daytime or morning live stream, it doesn't really matter. But I need to get my watch hours up now, and I try and check and see who's on, and so I don't because I got a lot of respect for my friends. Check out the Rileys. Sometimes they have a live stream on during the morning. Philippines on Demand, Mugs It's Organic. I was there today. Big shout out to you, Mugsy. Aris Chavez, Jay Taurus, Mars Bankard. I try and get to a few. Mars is on early in the morning for me. But if I'm up early enough, because I got to take Arlene to work, I will pop in and see Mars and say hello. And I'm always welcome there. You've got to behave. You've got to be, enjoy being with your friends. You got to have fun and just enjoy life, and that's what life's all about. So that's why there's so many good people doing lives at night time. And it's the same with also, like if I took this right through to the morning, I'm encroaching over the hapsters and which is not which I don't like doing. I let everyone have their live streams at their time. Sometimes I'll just go on, and if people want to go there, that's fine. That's good. I'm friends with them as they are with me, and that's what it's all about: is sharing our live streams and being trying to get around as many as I can, if I can. Do you like to stay long in the Philippines? I would love to stay longer, Tom. I really would. I'd love to stay. Oh, mate, 2010 November 20th, I think I left here, and I stayed through Christmas. I left my job. I threw the job in. No, I didn't have to, but I threw my job in and I went over. And I enjoyed being over there while me and Arlene sorted out our thanks for the shit likes, guys. Much appreciated. Um, I enjoyed being over there with Arlene for a whole year while we were doing our marriage, going to the churches. Then, because you have to go to the similar to see the mother superior, we had to go to another church to give it. So the mother gave us her blessings. We also had to fill out a form. Would I take her Arlene's religion over mine, which was Protestant? So I'm basically a Catholic and a Protestant, but I'm not a practicing Protestant. But to me, when you look at it, the Bible, Catholics and Protestants, the Bible's the same. The Bible's one, it's the same, it's just interpreted different. So I had not an issue as saying that I would take Arlene's religion as being Catholic, which didn't really bother me one bit. So I was happy as long as, and honoured to look after her and respect her. And I think I've done pretty well there as well. Then they then find out what church you can be married at, and we were married at Mactan Air Force Base. Mactan Air Force Base on Mactan Island. So, it was good and I enjoyed it and I had fun with our wedding. Being in a shirt and jacket and slacks, and when we got up, because we stayed at Ace Pension House, which is across the road from Gazano Mall in Lapu. Um, Getting up at 8 o'clock in the morning, getting dressed for our wedding at 8 o'clock was okay. It's good it was in air conditioning, but when you walk downstairs and walked out the foyer and the heat is teacher, wearing a suit and a tie to the wedding, going to the Mactan Air Force Base, going into the church and the fans. It was okay. It was still warm, still hot. It was good, And then the ceremony was over, so we went back to Ace Pension House. So we had it up on the roof. And I'll check that out later. Hazy Cheesy, your unboxing. And it was good. And yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed our wedding. No, I'm not going to put our wedding photos up. Yes, they do. They love our chocolate here in Australia, especially Cadbury's. Um, we put some in the Balloc buying box and send it over, and try not to put it in between clothes. We put it in a container um, with like a cool like a cool ice pack type of thing in the container. So you put the chocolate in there and put the ice free. The thing that you use around your arm to stop arthritis, we put that in the freezer. Make sure we clean the plastic first. We put that in a container on top of the chocolate and put the container on lid on, and we just put chocolate with freeze pack, and that keeps the chocolate cool from the time it leaves here to the time it goes over there, so it's not too bad. And we do that probably the night before we send the box, so that way it's cool when it gets there. And I think it takes 3 months to get over to the Philippines via here. We use LBC. But, it's great. I just enjoy it, and I love the Philippines. I love the Filipinos. I love the Filipino people, and they are really great. Got a lot of respect for them, as I said before, and I won't go over that again because I do have a habit of repeating myself. Um, but it's basically when I do that too, it in a good way. It's whoever's new coming in might not have heard what I'd said earlier, so that's okay, and have fun. Also, we'll be trying to get StreamYard up. So there you go. I am going to try and get StreamYard up, and I will be checking. I will be asking people questions before I put them up on the panel. Yeah, well, I'm not sure whether we're going to get up there. I'm just saying we might get up there, Tom. At this point in time, I sort of fall in with Arlene, and Arlene falls in with me. So we'll probably Tony Corolla, how are you? Nah, you're right, mate. No problems. She's good. She's been good. She's lovely. She's gorgeous. I'm sorry I wasn't there, Tony. My fullest apologies. But I have to get my watch hours up, so I've got to start doing some more lives, unfortunately. And I will probably do a live tomorrow, but during the day. And I'll probably do a live Friday during the day. So there'll be 2 day lives. That's a question mark at the moment. So I'll be doing that. Probably oh, yeah, sometime tomorrow I'll probably do a live during the day. So we'll see what happens there. And Friday I will do a live. So, whether it be at the dog park or that, you know, it'll might even be a different place. But I've got to go to a place where, thanks, Tom Simpson. As I said, Tony Corolla, you're not late. Give me a second, guys. Take a break for a minute, go and get something to eat, and I'll be back in a sec, okay? Back again. Yeah, also, a big shout out to Icordelian Diary. Wishing you all the best. You're doing pretty good with your live streams now. It's great to see. I will be. I am going to start trying to get around to a lot more live streams, and be on the panels as well if I can. And check out a lot more videos during the day. Try not to be on one video, try not to be too long on some videos. I'll probably just pick a video of each of my subscribers and check out Ria Ara, big shout out to you. Simple JD, big shout out to you. Yopal Gimmicks, big shout out to you. MV Survivor, big shout out to you. Hackmere Struggle, big shout out to you. So, I'm gonna try and get around to everyone as much as I can, guys. It's great. It's great, and I enjoy being on doing live streams and having fun. Uh, and it's one of those things. I'm glad um, Jay's live went really good. She really does well. And as I said, tomorrow I'll be shifting my live stream to during the day. Hopefully, it will be unscheduled. All my lives during the day are unscheduled. I will post it on tonight on uh, promote your YouTube channel, and big shout out to Lady Explorer Christine. Um, Big shout out to Marilyn Kaminsky. Best wishes from me, Arlene, and CJ to you, darling, and your lovely husband. We'll catch up soon. It's a big shout out to Jing Dexter. Big shout out to British expat in the Philippines, Jane and John. Also, big shout out to a Brit in the Philippines, Chris and Mel, and the kids. I will also try and get there as soon as I can, buddy. I'm missing a few of your videos. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get around to everybody as much as I can. But I apologize. I'm honest. If I can't make it, that's my way of saying I will get there as soon as I can. Big shout out to Philo in the Philippines. Wishing you all the best, mate. And Melee, Adventures of Melee. Big shout out to Lut and Hannah Grace and Phil in the Philippines. Uh, you know, I, it's great to have great friends. It's great to have good friends, and everybody here is great. And I enjoy your videos. I love them. They are great. They are excellent, and you're doing really good. You're putting out. You got some good content, and I will be trying to get some more good content coming up. So we just got to bear with me with that. We've got a few things we're going to do. I've also got some videos that I've got to find the time soon, maybe when it's a rainy day. I've got some videos of back home, the block up at So God. Also, going over to Comotes, I will bring that back up again. And there's a few others I've got to check out. So I've got some more stuff coming up. Even if it's old, I will bring it up and revise it new. So it's great to just be and have good friends. I love and I enjoy everyone, and um, I hope you. How are you anyway, Tony Corolla? How's things? How's your family? How's things in England, in the UK? What's happening there? And by the way, bro, Tony, you're not late, mate. There's no drama. There's no late. I won't give you a late fee. It's okay. You're good. Hey, look at this, Tony. Got a short and curly, mate. All round. And guapo. Boogie. But, it's great to have you guys here. It really is. And the support. 12 likes, 10 in the room. Thank you, guys. Much appreciated. There's a lot more I want to do too as well. When we get back home, I've got to go to the block, or our land, and start checking out where we're going to put the house. Going to also put between now and the time we go over, I've got to have 800 Australian dollars to put on a bio kubo to put on our land at the back of where we're going to build. So if we go up there, we can stay over and enjoy, and just have fun while we're there. As much as we'll probably put it up, yeah, up the back of where we're going to build. Um, I did notice when I was looking at our video a while back, there are trees at the back of it, at the back of our house, or where we're going to put the house, the land. I mean, I'm confusing myself, aren't I? And am I confusing you? Because I'm confusing myself. But um, there is a grove of trees, and our land sort of goes. Well, Arlene reckons it's like that, but I reckon it's sort of like that. And there's some trees up here. So if I'm going to put the Biokubo, it'll be up here, and we'll build the house down here. And as I said, it'll be 2 stories, so it'll overlook So Good Bay. So I'm looking forward to doing that, um, which is which will be good, and probably put a retaining wall there, and you know it's going to it'll I'm thinking that we'll just do hollow block. There is, I could follow the way Texas Filipino has done his. Very interesting the way he's done his. Very well done there. Good choice. I the hollow block in toilet though. I didn't think that your builders would do that, because you had it all. You know, what do they call? I'm trying to think of what they call it. Putting ply there, and your Rio in the middle of the wall, and you cement into your 2 plywood panels to make a concrete wall. I don't know, and it come up really good. I liked it. It's great. I just didn't know why they did the hollow block in there. I thought they would have gone the same way as what you did with the rest of the house. So that was, I'd love to see the finishing touches, what you've done on that. And I just didn't know why they use so much cement doing that. It just didn't fathom to me that they were going to do that. I would have thought that they would have kept with the project and done the walls the way you've done them. And I'm looking forward to watching 2 year videos to James on the house and seeing how things are going there. The second story. It's be interesting. And yeah, I love watching house builds, and yours is no exception. Texas Filipino, you're doing a good job there, James and Mel, and I'm looking forward to seeing the finishing product. Great videos, great content, really good. And you're a top bloke, and what we say in Australia, you're a top bloke, mate. And we will probably catch up soon once we're allowed out of here. Let me out of Australia. I feel like I'm a convict still. And as Chris Beecham would say, yeah, we're all convicts. But it's okay. We're all convicts in Victoria. We came out on the first fleet, stealing chickens and bread. But it's all good, mate. It's all good. Sometimes I take the piss out of people, and it's all good. It's all intention, all in fun. That's all. I don't mean no ill by it. It's all fun. That's how us Aussies are. We just sometimes take the piss out of people and just enjoy having fun with you and having a joke and having a laugh and carrying on. Uh, and that's the way I am. I just love life. I enjoy life, and I love where you've got your place too, Texas Filipino, James and Mel, right on the beach there. Wow, awesome! And your boat ramp is gee, that is a knockout. Knocked me for six there. That's very good the way he's done it. So well done, guys. Keep going. I will watch your video after I've done this. I've also got to watch. Oh, by the way, Arlene Indo Lins has got a premiere. It's premiering now. So if you guys want to go over and have a look, I'm going to shut down and finish. And I will be on. Look, if I don't come on during the day tomorrow, I will be on same time tonight, like tonight, 12 o'clock Australia time. Actually, I might keep it that. I will do that. I will keep it that way. Tomorrow night, 12 o'clock Australia time, 9 o'clock Philippine time. Makes it easier. And I might do Friday during the day live, and then I'm back Saturday, Sunday, Monday, same time, 12 a.m. Australia time, 9 p.m. Philippine time. Okay, and I will let you guys know I will post up a time slot and we'll catch up then. So good night, Tony Carolla. Good night to everybody that came. I really do appreciate it. Big shout outs to all my dear friends. I'm getting famous. No, I'm just doing what I do best, mate. Standard of house. Oh, sorry, Tony. Actually, I might stay a bit. He's just asked me, Tony Corolla, what's the standard of workmanship on a house? Being built in the Philippines. Well, it depends on you. Before I do go, I'll answer Tony's question. Depends on the crew you got. Check out Texas Filipino Tony Corolla. He's doing good on his house build there in Iloilo. Really good. really good the way they build things. They have got good craftsmanship. In mind you, you got to check things, which is standard. Uh, you want to build it to what you want. Um, there is two ways of doing it, Tony. Two ways of doing it. You got hollow block, which I think is 10 cents a block. Might have gone up. Yeah. Well, pretty well much what Scoot B just said. You get what you paid for. But as with James's, he's doing concrete format, and he's got like uh, plywood there, and Rio, and they just pour the cement in. Watch his video. Watch Texas Filipinos go from the very start up to where he is now, and you will see what he's how he's doing his. Same with James, my PI Dreams. Check his channel out and go to his first build when they first started at the ground level, worked up, as it is just awesome the way they've done that too. From his basement upwards. I've missed watching his pool design. I should have started watching that because I've got a pond that I've got to try and finish and get that done. So it's one of those things. But as you said, you get pretty well much what you pay for, and you pretty well much got to be there all the time, watching what they're doing, and you got to know uh, what you're doing. You got to know what you want done. Um, the only other alternative is when you're building your own home there, you have to be there. You have to check whether it be hollow block. If you do hollow block, it's like 10 cents a block, I think. But I could be wrong. I'll have to check out with. I've got to get. I've got to check out with Terence and Beth because they're doing three houses at the moment at once with their project that we got down there, and it's all the cocoa lumber and hollow block might be going up a little bit in price, but you gotta check how much things are, and you gotta basically how I do it would be is I ask Arlene's brother up one and Uncle Dunai and Dad, and I send them around to the lumber yard, and I just say, right, we're going to build this house of ours. You go check out hollow block. You go find out the price of cocoa lumber and the what do they call it? What's that rice paper panel they use on the houses? That sort of style I'm going to have as well because I like that inside and out. Which is good because it cool. Sometimes there's a good airflow through it, which is great. Um, like, as I say, guys, I might not be right all the time, but what I've got planned and what's up here and what I want done, and I'm gonna try and eventually get back to doing my house design. I've got it slowly started. I've got to try and get back onto it during the day while CJ's at Kinder. But I've also got housework around the house too as well to do around here. So I've got to go over the pinholes that we used for CJ's party. But it is Scott's. Thank you, Tom. And look, hollow block's good. Good on you. Yeah, thumbs down counts too. But the hollow block Tony is good. You can get some crappy hollow block too, but you got to watch where you get it from, and you got to make sure that when they load it very gently. And there are some good places that do good hollow block. You just got to find it, check around, have a look. If you're going with your dad or your father-in-law, I should say, and your brothers, let them do the negotiating and the buying. You, the best thing I find is let them do the buying, and I emphasize that enough. Let them do the buying, guys, because if you're a foreigner and you're in the Philippines and you're going to build your house, the best thing to do is to let them do the buying, let them do the organising. You just show what you want to have. Uprights, timber, cocoa lumber. Make sure you got a lot of engine oil because termites hate engine oil, and you paint that on, and that will stop termites eating in. Try and have horses, which are wooden. If you're in the building trade, horses, put them, set them up lengthways, put a long piece of timber along the thin things, and then put all the cocoa lumber on top of that. Don't put it on the ground. And guarantee you, termites will get in onto the cocoa lumber, and before you know it, without reading or without seeing, because termites are very, very small, without noticing, they will get onto it. That's true. He's pretty well spot on, Scoot B. He's build. I think are you building Scoot B again? Yes, I am. I will be building a house soon. Tom Simpson in up at Sogod. Uh, we're about 2.5 hours out of Cebu, from probably an hour and a half out of Danao, and then an hour out of uh, sorry, an hour and a half out of Danao and an hour out of Cebu. So, and probably 55 minutes to home from over the Magellan Bridge to Mactan. And then it's probably another, um, yeah, 55, probably call it an hour to home. So it sort of works out to be about 3 hours uh, going and coming across from Magellan Bridge going up to Danao, and works out to be like 3 hours. Oh, okay. Yeah, I agree with you there, Scoot. Yeah, we'll be doing pretty well, same as mine, with my techniques and my methods, how I want it built, 2 story, probably hollow block, rendered. It might cost me a bit, but we'll see how we go. Uh, it's just a matter of what you like, what design you like, without going over budget too much. You don't, well, if we're back here, it probably will be um, still keep going with Dad and Uncle Dino, and I think Cousin Gib knows how to build a house, and uh, you know, it'll we'll just do it with what we what we're gonna do. All right, Tom Simpson, take care. Thank you for coming tonight, much appreciated. Um, so it's up to you what style you like, and Chris Beecham's got a lovely house there in Leahy. It really is in Tucklebun, and it is two-story, but with another thing up the top, and where you can sit and see the views, which is great. And we're sort of looking at doing something like that. I've got it on my messenger on my other phone as well as this one. But it's painted white and always use reflected, like paint your house white. He's painted the floor upstairs red. And mind you, it's his choice. Sealant red. He sealed the top floor red, and the walls are white, and it looks really good. And he's got like a cactus garden growing and that, so um, he's done pretty well for himself, and he's thinking of building another house. And I said to him, "Well, build it behind the one you got now, because if it's he's thinking of building a guest house." So yeah, I'm all for that. I reckon. Good on you. Well done. I wouldn't build it alongside. No worries. Catch you tomorrow night. I will be on tomorrow night, guys. Not during the day. I'll be on tomorrow night. I've got a lot of. I just remembered I've got quite a fair bit to do tomorrow. With banking and stuff like that, and I'm gonna catch up with Terence and Beth. Okay, mate. Good night, and I'll catch you later. If you can make it tomorrow night, that's fine. But as I said, I've got that at the moment, 2,678 watch hours. I need 1,400 watch hours. So if you want to, what you can do is put my live on and pick out probably a couple of lives in this run, uh, or a few videos, whatever, just to help me out there. It'd be much appreciated, guys, and get me over the top so I can become monetized. It's just taking a little bit longer than with the way things are going at the moment with COVID and with YouTube. Things are, you know, just taking a little bit slow at the moment, doing things. So hopefully, once I get over the top there, I'll be right and I can start uh, putting some money away for a house because that's what I'm going to use it for. Am I going to have super chat? Yes, I'm going to cover something about that too. I'm going to cover. I was talking to a friend the other day and we were talking about covering scamming and stuff like that. And I wasn't going to go into that, but I'm not going to put it down, cover the video as scamming. I'm not going to do that. So I'll just cover different things, different types of what we do with super chat, and I will be talking to Scoot a bit more about that before I do something, because don't want to tread on people's feet, if you know what I mean. There's a right way and a wrong way to go about things. And the right way is to have respect for those that you know that have got super chat, and you don't call them what a scammer. You don't call them a scammer. Super chat's given to you by those that you earned it because you're putting it towards a project or to your charity that you do. But most of the time, it's put to either a project that you're doing, but I won't. I don't. I won't be asking for money that way. Um, I'll put it this way. You understand? That's up to you. But I will thank you, and I will appreciate what I get. That is how I am. It will be going to a charity. I will be probably setting up my own too as well, but that is a while off. But like as I said, I'll be talking to Scoot about that sort of thing. Whether I go that way, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I don't want to be called a scammer or an e-beggar, because e-begging is different to scamming. Scamming and e-begging, to me, are both the same. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go that track. I don't want to go that track because I don't believe people who have got super chat earn it. People who've got monetization earn it. When you build your channel up and got your base there, S base there, I'll call it. It's because you've earned it. You've done all the work. You've chased after everybody to get where you are today in your channel. Oh, okay. AAC blocks. I'll talk to you more about that too, Scoot. Yeah, well, I'm going to talk to you privately about that with what you're doing with your house too as well, because I'd like to get a little bit of feedback and a little bit of information on that sort of thing, because starting out myself, first time, I need to know what the do's are and what the nots are, and I will be also finding out, build engineering, what do you call it, building certified as well. I think it's building certificate or something there, to so we can start building on our land. I'll have to check out a few things with you on that and what you do, how you go about it. So, we will talk more on that soon. But, as for the other thing, uh, as I said, those that have earned super chat, well done. My wife's monetarised. She gets super chat and she gets her monetarisation. That's what I'll be probably doing once I become monetarised. Super chat, I don't know whether I will. I just don't want to be called an e-beggar, because I'm not that type of person looking for that sort of thing. I have good friends that have been accused of it, and you know, I'll be covering that topic tomorrow night on that sort of thing. Hopefully, I don't put a few noises as a joint. I'll be just trying to work out a way of doing it. I'll be thinking while I'm talking about it. But, as I said, I don't call anyone e-beggars or if you've got Super Chat, you've earned it. That's my thing. Those that have got Super Chat, you've earned it. You deserve it because it's there. Uh, e-begging, I that that is just you can't call a person if I turned around and said I needed this much for that project, or I needed this much for another project, or I need this much for I've got to build a fence around our property, but it's not my budget. I pretty well much will shut up on that because it is my responsibility to build my house, to build our fence, to build my life with my family. It's my responsibility. So that I won't be saying. But if I say I need that for this project, I don't expect people to put in. Okay, mate, no worries. Thank you very much, Scoot. I really do appreciate you being here, mate. I'm glad that you came on. It's great. And from the wanker. Thanks. You enjoy your beer. Have one for me, mate. And we'll catch up soon. But yeah, as I said, if I merely say that I need this much for this, but I haven't got it because it's not in the budget at the moment, it's just basically, I'm not telling you to send money. That's not me. Please don't send. Please don't send. So if I super chat, that's fine. But if I just merely say, oh, I've got to do this for that and I need this for that, no, please don't send. Because I can cover it myself. I've got my own money. It will come out of my own bank. And as I said, with being monetarized, it will come out of that too. So, for every video you do, you get paid and you get a small monetized fee. So that will go in my bank and that will stay there, will cover for what we are going to do. The other half of my monetization will be going to my charity that I help with. So, that's the thing I'm going to do, which will ease up my bank account on going on charity. It will, so basically, what I'm saying is when I become monetarized, the money for that will go into the bank for for our land and for doing what we need to do and getting sorted out. The other will go to my charity, which is Terence and Beth Giving Hope. That will ease my own bank account, and that will also help us with building our house on our land. So that's pretty well much how I'm going to sort it out. Super chat, well, I think YouTube give that to you. Basically, when you're doing live streams or when you're doing StreamYard I think it goes into a PayPal or something like that. But no, I won't be asking for that. It'll be either YouTube give you that so you can think, because I think eventually what's going to happen is they will delete one of the two. They might do away with monetization. That's you don't have super chat, and if people give you money like that through super chat, well, that's fine because it's earning for what you do with your videos. But I don't know, because monetization is basically you're earning your money off the videos that you make, and YouTube are paying you for them, and Google AdSense are paying you for letting them put ads on your videos. So that's how I see that. So as I said, that will be um, doing that way. Um, so the monetization will be going towards the land, and half of that will be going to helping with Terence and Beth's um, giving hope and to my charity of my choice, which is theirs, and helping them out more, which will alleviate pressure off my bank account. So can start getting my bank account back up again. So that's basically how I'm going to do that with my monetization, with my uh, the super chat. That's another thing indirect, but if I'm talking about something and it's about my land and what I'm doing, I don't expect people to send me money for that. I really don't. I don't want it. I'm not an e-beggar. I never will be an e-beggar. So I will, but if I make a comment like, oh, I need to do this or I need to do that, I don't expect people to send money. So please don't, okay? I'm just making that plain clear, crystal clear, that I'm just merely saying that, oh, I might, I've got to do this and I've got to do that. It's just one of those things. So you just sort of, you're getting, I'm getting paid for being monetized anyway. So that money will go for that. And the other one will go to Terence and Beth for giving hope and building houses. And maybe a little bit might come out of my bank for that. So everything that I do comes out of my bank. And it's because I want to do it. It's my charity. I want to do, and I want to help. I want to help people. I want to give them a brighter future. Uh, now we're just nearly completing the church, and we've got the windows in the church. We've just got to put the doors in now. So these things are coming along swimmingly. And we at the moment now we're building 3 houses for 3 families in the province. So it's been good. So we'll get that sorted out. I don't mind. It is what I do. It is what I love doing. I love, I've helped out some friends and they deserve it. As far as I'm concerned, they deserve it. But I pick and choose. I look after those who are really good friends of mine, and I help and I put it to charity. I don't do charities here in Australia. I'll let you know this. Charities in Australia, there's enough people in this country here to fork out money for the Royal Children's Hospital at Easter. I used to do it. I don't do it no more. because the organisations have got big, and now they're starting to pay volunteers. Now, if you're a volunteer, you don't get paid. You just go turn up and help do things. You don't get paid. It's not a full-time job to be a volunteer. You're helping to help kids grow, help kids in the Royal Children's Hospital with things. Oh shit, man! I want to give him $100 this year. Now, I haven't done it for a little while. I do give it to him when I can and when I've got it. Other charities, the blind in Australia, no, I don't. Guide dogs, yes, I do. I take blankets down to the guide dogs and give them blankets so they can give to the dogs so they're warm at night time. Sorry, guys. But that's pretty well much what I'm like. I'm a kind person, kind hearted. I've helped out a couple of friends on Facebook. Uh, I don't. If people ask me on Facebook, can you help me out? I want to know what it's going to. I have not an issue in helping people out, but I do want to know where it's going to. And if it's going to a good cause, I'm happy. Yeah. I helped out MK, which I really loved doing. I helped out Flexi Girl, JB, and she deserved it. And, I enjoyed helping her out. I've also helped out Cordelia. Yeah, I don't mind helping people out who need help. Do I help out Cordelia now? No, she's pretty well much doing okay on her own now, but we're really good friends, and we will always really be good friends. I respect her a lot, love her as a friend. She's a great girl. She's got two beautiful kids, and yeah, I'm there for her. If she wants, I'm there for her. But I don't mind helping her out because I know where it's going. And she was struggling. She was struggling before, but now she's doing okay. So, but if she needs help, I'm here for her. Same with JB. Same with MK. If me and Shooting Star, if Shooting Star's got uh, someone he knows that's doing it hard, I will help out. Joe and Jeannie, I helped Joe out because Jeannie's roof, that storm that we had, I helped out there. I gave, look, I don't mind saying that. I will help, I will help out. I helped him out. He's doing it hard. I wish I could help him out in America, but, the thing is, and he knows it as well as I do. The Australian dollar and the American dollar it's hard. It's not good. The Australian dollar is below the American dollar at the moment, so you wouldn't get much for your thing. So if I send $100 Australian, he's only going to get 108 or something, but he'll get what I send him basically. But because the roof came off Jeannie's house back home there in Mindora due to the rough storm, I helped him out with that, and he appreciated it. I know he appreciated it. We're good friends. I love the guy. He's a great bloke, and I have a lot of respect for him. And he's, as I said, he's doing it hard. And but when you can help someone with a roof, shit, it's tin, it's cocoa lumber. It's getting sealant done. I don't mind that. It's great, you know. I know there's a lot of people out there that believe that charity begins at home. That's true. Charity does begin at home. Uh, Begins with your own family. But you know, if I've got a little bit of cash left over, shit, if it's coming out of my bank account, shit, I'm happy and I'm all for it. I don't mind helping them out. I help my mum and dad out, Arlene's mum and dad, and I call them mum and dad too, yeah, because they are my mother, not my mother-in-law or my father-in-law. I call them my mum and dad because they are a second mum and dad to me, and that's all. You know, it's the same with my sister. I don't call her my sister-in-law; she's my sister. Same with my brothers. I don't call them my brother-in-laws; they're my brothers. They're my coys. They're my bros. Yeah, I have a lot of respect for them, and they are great people. Filipinos are great people. Yeah, uh, I helped JB Flexigirl with her sorry store. Unfortunate accident that happened, but I was willing to do it. I don't mind saying, yeah, she deserved. You know, their family's going through tough times over there too as well, and yeah, sorry store is nothing. It's it's something to them. We had sorry store back here, back then in Cebu with mum and dad. We were putting in cash and we were helping mum and dad, which was good. I enjoyed doing that. I still enjoy it. If we had the sorry store open again, I would help mum and dad out in a heartbeat. We help them out now anyway, so it's okay. It's good. But you know, Flexi girl, she is a beautiful lady. She's got an adorable family, a lovely husband, and MK, her grandfather, which is Flexi girl's grandfather too as well. He hadn't seen the light of day. I watched her prem, and I said, "All right, we're right. I'll send you some to help you out." And it was good. Yeah, now he can get out in the wheelchair. I saw the promo that he's out in the wheelchair, the medication and stuff like that. It's been great. She's good. And he's doing really fine. And I'm, it makes me feel good. It makes my heart feel good. And that's what it's all about. It's inside here that counts. Um, and they've been worthy of what I've, you know, what I've helped and done for them. They've been worthy of it, and they deserve it. They deserve the help. Um, I've cut two people off on my Facebook because they kept asking me for money. It's when you ask, and it's irrelevant. I know they're doing it tough. I know Philippines are doing it tough. You look at what, I'll put it this way. You look at what CJ gets. Toys. For example, this battery operated.
I have a very important job to do.
See? These cost probably $25 in the shop. CJ's got a lot of toys. I will grant that. He's got this transformer, which, yes, I've got to put the batteries back in it. But he plays with it constantly, and then he forgets to turn the power off, and at the end of it, the batteries are dead. But, that is like probably $30. So, you know, 25, 30. If I'm buying him toys, stuff like that, I'm going to Star, the voice of Thomas. Yeah, exactly. Okay, no worries, Scoot B. But, it is just marvellous for me to help those that need it. And I don't mind doing that. I really don't. It comes from my heart. And helping Terence and Beth is the best thing I can do. Shit, I can't take it with me when I die. What am I going to spend it? It's just one of those things, guys. CJ's got a lot of toys here. He's even got more stuffed toys. That horse cost me not in Toy World. That horse cost $99. Pooh Bear, 50. Panda thing, I think we got given. I won Angry Birds, the Roddy puppy, which is mine. There, the black and brown thing, that's mine. But there's a few other things, and like, seriously, look at them. They're all CJ's toys. He's got a box there, a box there, and a box there, all full of toys. So, he's my only son, and shit, I'm gonna spoil him. But there's a limit to what you do. Uh, you know, he's a great little kid. He loves to have fun. He loves life. He loves Snowy. He loves Snowy because he belts around a bit. And he just has fun, He enjoys life. And that's great. We had fun at the I hate it when we go to the park and I'm doing a video because he doesn't stop. He's full on, guys. So, doing charity work is nothing. But I won't be doing charity work here in Australia for our kids because there's 250,000 people that live in Melbourne. I'll let those people help those charities. But you got to realise with those charities, they've got bigger here. Yes, without a lie, they got big here. I think, I don't know, I might be saying things out of turn, but I reckon that the volunteers are getting paid now because it's gone to beyond the point where, oh, he getting paid, someone talks, if I got to pay him, I got to pay him, I got to pay him, I got to pay him. There might be 30 people in there, like they have on the Royal Children's panel that do all the phone calls and stuff like that. I think, oh, I'm going to be there for 8 hours. I should be paid for 8 hours. Yeah, they're volunteers, but you can't help but wonder, are they? I'm just putting a question mark here. Are they getting paid? Do I know that? No, probably I don't know that for sure, but I got a funny feeling they could be. But you just don't know. It's an excellent. You got to watch it with accusations, and are they getting paid? I don't know. Maybe they are. Maybe they aren't. If they are, well, I suppose they deserve to have that little bit of money in their pocket for helping out. But you look at the charity, they raised over probably 8 million last year, and that goes to like heart machines. It goes to checking uh, exercise for their rehabilitation and stuff like that. And there's other X-ray machines and stuff like that. Most of all that money goes to those things. But then again, also to me, in one way, I reckon they only get 1% of that. The kids, the rest gets eaten up with administration fees and other stuff. So you know, it's it's better for them to worry about, and I just worry about my friends in the Philippines, and I worry about my charities in the Philippines, the ones I know and I respect, and it's a valid point because people could turn around and say, "Well, why do you do that?" Well, I do it because I care. I don't do it anymore. I don't do it because I don't care. I do it because I care. I care about what Terence and Beth are doing. I went to Terence and Beth's and I saw what they do. I'm happy. So I'm basically happy that people are getting houses built for them, medications to go to the doctors, hospital bills. You might think, I'll tell you what, you go to an Australian hospital, I'll guarantee you when you walk out of there, you're going to go, ouch. When you go into a Philippine hospital, you will find that you need Drexel or Drexus, I think they call it, like I had for my sugar diabetes, like I had for my diarrhea. I had close to probably 10 of those a day and probably 5 at night. So, when you look at it, it is what it is, and it costs. It costs you a bit. In Philippine dollars, whether it be 500 pesos, which is like equivalent back in 2010, it was only $20 Australian. So I had two of those. My wife earned over 1,000 pesos for a fortnight's working at where she did. Um, Putting the little chips into making the little chips that go into the phones, the memory cards, and those sort of things for the tellies. So, realistically, when you look at it, guys, it is a good thing that I do. And it comes from my heart. And I love each and every one of you guys. I have a lot of respect for you, everybody. Um, so I also have respect for those that can't afford it. Other people would say, oh, the Philippine government this, the Philippine government that. Or you can say the same thing about the Australian government. We have a taxation system here which was followed through by England, where you pay tax. which was a British thing. Queen collected all the taxes. What's she doing for it? Sitting on the throne in England. And I'm talking about probably 1700s to now. All the money, the taxes, land taxes, stuff like that. Then our stupid John Howard had to go and put the GST in, government state tax. Has it helped our country? Probably yes, probably no. Those taxes probably go to roads and services and stuff like that. But has it helped us? I don't know. I don't think so. But anyway, that's the thing. But that's what I'm saying. You enjoy what you do and you help who you can help when you can help. And like, I'm not, if I die tomorrow, hopefully not, touch wood, I've got a long life to live. And I've got to be here for my little boy and for my wife. And I'm looking forward to building a home in the Philippines. So, yeah, and have a life here when I retire. So, it's one of those things. The charity is something I do to help people out. Medications, hospital bills, building houses for those that can't, for their house that's thing. And you look at it, or you look at the room I'm sitting in with plaster, roof, walls, windows, blinds that shut, which are those green things there. They pull shut like that. Um, Cupboards, TVs, stuff. We've got all the mod cons, is what I'm trying to say. And those in the Philippines, for them to buy a TV or them to buy a video or recorder or DVD player, it costs. It does cost, and it's not easy. I don't go around ranting. I don't go around trashing the Philippine government. I love the Philippine government. I love what they do. Okay, things happen for a reason. Um, it's the system there. You've got to respect the system. Remember, you're a visitor in their country, so you've got to respect what is theirs. You've got to respect how their countries run because you're only a visitor. Whether you live there permanently, you are a visitor. You know what I mean? So it's no use ranting off at the government, and it's no use ranting off at thing because that's their system. You know, you look at China. What do they spend their money on? Not their people. They spend their money on arms. What does the Philippines do? They help their country when they can. And let me tell you, when floods, the troops, the army, the navy, the air force, they're all out there helping civilians that are walking around with water up to here and they've got the biggest smile on their face. You know why? Because they're alive. What they have is what they've got, their prized possession. It's material. What we have, look here, we have a flood here. Yeah, okay, you look at the money side of things, but if you're going to live your life worrying about money and working your ass off just to get the money to pay for all this, well, to me, I would rather be in the Philippines than be here because I would be more happier there, uh, walking through floods up to here, thinking, it's only once in a million, it's only once in a few years. So basically, that is life, and you got to live life. But there's less fortunate that don't get the help that they need, and some don't want the help. But those that, if they can get the help, they're grateful for it, and they show their respect. And I have JB, Flexi Girl JB. I have NK. I have Joe and Jenny Journey. I have Terence and Beth, and I have all those that I've helped through charities. I've got their respect, and I've got their love. That's all I need. That's all I'm happy with, and you know, I'm glad that if I get monetarized, I will put that money towards our land, and the other half to help Terence and Beth out a bit more, which will ease my bank account. Surely I will still use a bit out of that, but it won't be as much as what I've been doing. I have my superannuation guy come out today. I am happy. I am over the moon. I thought I was going to lose money this year. I'm happy after COVID because what happened was everybody, the government, silly move the Australian government did was basically say that you can take 5,000 out of your bank account or you can take 10,000 out of your bank account. Well, those people that have been drawing on their super account have taken like 10 or then there's been people that have been greedy that have been taking more than that. They've been taking, oh, I need 30,000 or oh, I need 40,000. But they've got to pay it back. Can they? It's hard to pay that money back when things are still like it is now. Did I take money out of my super? No. You know why? Smart. I need it for my retirement. This is once in a million type flu that's going to come around. Once in a million virus that's going to come around. So I didn't need to take money out unnecessarily. So I've kept what I kept in there and it's done well. I only dipped a little bit and then it's come back up again. So I'm happy, guys. I really am. And as I said, life's good. You live life the way it is, and you help people out when you can. And it's only a little bit. Like example, $100 Australian or $180 Australian works out to be for. All right, $150 Australian works out to be 5,000 pesos. 188 Australian, $8 fee for Western Union. So 188. So you're sending 108. Works out to be around about 6,000 pesos. Send $200 Australian, it works out to be close to 7,000 pesos. So if you send anything small, $50, I think that works out to be around about 1,000 pesos. So, whatever it is, this thing, those people that, it's not just hit us hard, it's hit them hard too as well with work and stuff like that. There's a lot of people out of work. But when you look at it, if you can help someone out, whether it be building a house, medication, everything like that, well done, you've got a golden heart like I have, and it doesn't hurt. It helps you, really. It really does help you. So, and it helps those that thing. And I look at the kids because I've got kids, and it's great. You know, you look at your kids and you look at their kids and you think, poor guys have got not much, and you send a toy over. Like, you know, if you send something over like this
Hello,
works,
I'm Thomas.
something like this that works, or a toy that runs along the ground and a pull toy like a tortoise, or you know, something like that that's still got wheels on, a kid can push around, and you put a little wire. This actually had a hook on it. CJ's broken the hook. But if you find a little hook, plastic hook, and put a rope in there and tie it big enough to get a knot in and just stick it in with a knife and just pull it tight. That's a good little toy for a kid that hasn't got one in the Philippines. Yeah, don't send broken toys. Awful, that's cruel. This will probably go to the Philippines because CJ's had enough playing with it. This sits on his shelf. You know, personally, I'd love to put him up on a shelf in his bedroom. It's got something in there. I don't know what it is. But, you know, it all helps them. So sending good toys that your kids don't play with, put it in a buying box when you're sending them back home to the Philippines. Something that's, you know, still, sorry, wheels are still working and it's in fairly good condition, or good condition, and your little son's not playing with it anymore, or the other one's not playing with it anymore. Just put it in a buying box and send it back home, and the kids will play with it. Something like this as well. CJ's got, you know, as Chris Beecham would say, that's your toy. That's not Chris. That's not CJ's. Something like that, you know. With batteries, you don't have to put the batteries in it, but you can probably send the battery off. Or he's had this for a while, and the batteries are still probably 2 years. The batteries are still going, and it still works. It's a Paw Patrol thing.
Paw Patrol will be there on the double. Paw Patrol is on a roll.
So, you know,
Whenever you're in trouble, just yelp for help.
it's got rear vision mirrors.
Paw Patrol is on a roll.
It's got different.
We need to make sure that all the pups can hear us loud and clear. Will you help me do some testing? Press Marshall to call him. Chase.
It's got Chase. It's got
Try again.
the
Press
other one.
Marshall to Sky.
It's
That's not
Sky.
it. Let's
Marshall.
try to contact the other pups. Press Rocky to call him.
It's Rocky.
Rocky. Possum. Press Sky to call her.
So, you know, it's got a little fuel gauge here. It's got something else here. It's got
We need to make sure the pups are able to receive
indicators.
messages. Will you help me call the pups? Press Chase to call him.
It's got horn, rev thing. It's got that. So, you know, that's that'll be something that CJ he plays with it every now and then, but not often enough. So it'll probably go in the Bellic buying box and be sent over. You know, I'd love to get a Bellic buying box. Um, just to send the toys that CJ doesn't play with that are still in good nick that little kids will play with over there, and it'll be good, rather than have them kicking around here and they end up uh, getting more broken. But these are all good ones that he uses. So and just a bit of a Windex wipe. Rear vision mirror. That'd be a good little toy for a boy over there in the Philippines. So, you know, he that's the idea of sending toys that have got some good quality left in them for kids. It's no use sending broken toys over there because what's the purpose of that? Send them half decent, good toys that still work. Anyway, guys, I'm going to see you later. We'll be on tomorrow night, 12 o'clock Australian time, 9 o'clock Philippine time. Take care, everyone. Enjoy. Remember, life is good. Bye for now. Thanks. Thank you for the likes. Catch you later, everybody. And remember, life is good. Thanks to Maluz, thanks to um, Scoop B, thanks to Tom Simpson, thanks to Chauffeur Jen, thanks to Alicia, Alicia, also thank you to Hazy Cheesy, very much appreciated, darling, and thank you to everyone that is in the background. I really do appreciate your support and your acknowledgement, and we acknowledge you always, guys. Enjoy, have a great night, and take care wherever you may be. This has been Scott Expat in the Philippines. Bye for now. Mahal kita.